All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Tuesday, everybody, on this November 4th. Good to see you all. Grant, Margaret, everyone, welcome back. I'm from social media, everybody. Looks like we're having a little bit of a little correction. Market's coming back a little bit. It was down in the 300s. Now we're down on the Dow about 280. You could see on my right-hand side on the watch list, we are getting a lot of reds over there, a lot of bleeding going on. But yesterday was actually a really good day. I mean, if you look overall, just look at NVIDIA, we had a really nice pop, went to about 210, and we're right back to that $200 price range. You know, the rumor has it that, the overall markets, there's a big concern. The banks, the CEOs of the banks thinking that, there should be a correction coming ahead. And they think that these high-tech stocks are a little bit overvalued. So you're getting that kind of sentiment going on. I don't think the government being shut down still is going to cause an issue, but I am concerned that today is election day. And by the way, everyone, go out there and vote. All right, very important. One of the greatest opportunities for being an American citizen to be able to vote in this great country, and your vote does count, no matter who it is. So go out and get the word out there. Very, very important. But regarding about the shutdown, I don't know. I don't know if it's really affecting it. I mean, it's pretty much that has a lot to do with this. On the positive side, what I'm seeing over here. I mean, listen, Palantir also did come out with earnings yesterday. I want to bring that up really quick. So the crazy thing was the that video I posted was correct. They did beat earnings, but remember, it's not the earnings that they always announce. It's what the phone call is after what they're projecting. So, it's down about 8% right now, down $17. So you could see when probably the phone call did come out right around this time. I don't know what time was the time's about, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. That's when it started making a little bit of a downturn. So we're taking a little bit of a downturn here. Listen, whatever goes up, must come down, and whatever comes down must go up. So in other words, if you really, really like a company, when they back off, if they don't go down anymore, that's the support level. So that's really what happens to find some of their opportunities. So they're going to be opportunities. Yeah. Today, is there going to be a little bit of a bloodbath, a little bit on some of your swing trades? Yeah. But as day trading goes, there are a couple of good stocks that are moving, and I want to hit them up right now because we do have a couple of them that some of you have been trading this morning. I do want to start off with, but before we do that, there were a couple of good stocks that were really good yesterday. We had, listen, the Tesla did move pretty well. I was really excited, but it's right back down to a big support levels right here. You can see right there around that 450, but we'll hop over here and check on the iceberg orders. We got a big one right now at 450. Let me show you right here. Jim on YouTube, good to see you. Good morning, Jim. Right here, you can see it's about 25,000. Now, remember, this is just the market, pre-market. NVIDIA, you can see you got 212, 200 is a major support on that. So, oh, by the way, I got paid today. Yeah, I got paid today. And what do I mean by that? I got my dividend pay. Did anyone get paid on their dividend this morning? I'm just going to bring it up really quick. So let's see what I got going on over here. All right. So I got paid 2 of them. Let's see if you guys can see that. Let me see at a camera if you guys could see that. Oops, let me share this camera. Hold on. You guys can't see that one right there. There we go. All right. So you could probably see right there. I got paid on NVYY. I had 1,000 shares of that. It paid me $178. And TSYY, I have 2,000 shares, and that paid me $413. TSYY, you could see that about $7, 60 cents. That's not bad. $207 it paid me. And remember, it's paying me a week. They all pay on Tuesday, don't they? Is that what it is now? Every Tuesday? So today, without doing anything, I made about $600, on dividend plays. A week, not a day. And what did I risk to do that? NBYY, what did that one pay? This one, 23. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about this one because this one's expensive. This is the NVDY is a 23. Oh, I don't have that many shares of it. That's why I only have like 500. That's why. So yeah, I mean they pretty much pay the same. Looks like PLTY pays on Thursday. That is PLTY. That one is $62. What does that one expect to pay, Andre? Do you know? I don't even remember what that's going to pay. We love those high yields, but you got to own them right. I mean, Palantir was pretty good because if you see where it is, there's probably going to be good opportunity to buy this stock because look at back in May, it is coming down to big support levels. You can get around 60. You're looking pretty good on this one. I do auto revisit on my dividends, so my shares keep growing up and up and up. Oh, so you know what? I do the same thing, Richard. I just keep buying more and more and more. That's what I do. All right. All right. Anyway, let's so all those are doing pretty well. A couple of the stocks did pretty well yesterday. Just want to bring them up. UUU was a good short yesterday. That one was not bad. A couple other shorts. SOC for some of you got a good short on that one. And that one still probably looks lower. I don't know if it's on your short list. I'm throwing it back on there. SOC. Always like to go back and see some of the stocks that we traded. These are some stocks that are, non-name brand. This one got a good bounce on this one. This one got hammered. It was up to it was like almost $70, dropped down to 20. That one made a good comeback over the course of the day. That was pretty good. CTMX. That one had a good move in the middle of the day. And then obviously, pretty much does it. I got them all there. All right. Now let's go over some of the stocks I'm moving this morning. A lot of you were watching this one stock. I know a lot of you were trading Hertz. Hertz had Hertz earnings. And I did post this up there. Let me bring this up for everyone here. So today is still a pretty busy week. So you had Uber that came out, Shopify. We'll check those out. Pfizer, Ferrari. Today after the close, going to be a big one. You got supercomputers. You got AMD, which I own AMD. Beyond Meat, which obviously was a good meme stock. Everyone did pretty well on that one. Some people are still hoping for the best. And then tomorrow, there's still some good ones. Qualcomm, Robinhood's going to be a pretty big one. What else did we have tomorrow? McDonald's, we really don't trade. That really doesn't go anywhere. Friday doesn't really look that much. DraftKings, maybe. We trade that once in a while, but Moderna, that we really don't trade anymore. That pretty much does it. So it's pretty much staying tomorrow. Yet last week was the big one. So let's go check out some of them. So Uber came out with them. They did beat earnings. But it obviously doesn't look like it's really going anywhere. Shopify, them also kind of flat right here. What else? Ferrari was race. That one took a very big hit. Ferrari took a very, very big hit. Ferrari's not really going anywhere. I know that rumor has it with Ferrari, they might be getting out of the electric car business now. And I think Formula One is going back to gas. They're going to get out of electric because people are starting to realize obviously makes the car go faster, but takes the feeling and the experience out of it. I don't know if anyone has an electric car, but it doesn't feel the same. You know what I mean? They're super fast, but they're quiet, kind of lose that sound of the engine. You know what I mean? So a couple of the stocks over here we got going on here that are moving in the big percentage gainers. Looks like we got a buyout with this EVOK. We're going to scratch that one out. This one is flying. What the hell is this? SCNX. Beautiful stock right there. Let's go check out. And Ty, I know you just pointed that out. SCNX. Let's check that one out and see where the orders are. All right, so there was somebody was laddering it up right here. About 100,000 shares at 75 cents. So just took when he showed up, that thing just totally, you had about 15 minutes to jump in at $90 and it's already there. So that one's pretty good. Nice little cheapie right there. I like it. All right, it's up about 69%. DNN, Denny's Corporation. Does that look like a buyout? Is that Denny's, the diner? But that looks like a big buyout right there on Denny's. I mean, it does look like an earnings announcement, right? It doesn't look like a weird stock right there. All right, I don't like when they trade like that. But most looks like a buyout. NFE, that one doesn't look terrible. I did have I looked at it. There is a couple of, this has some nice orders out there. You got resistance at 2. You got resistance. You got big iceberg at 250. Look at that. Every 50 cents on the money. Okay. So every 50 cents on that one. You're going to be dealing with an iceberg order. That's the levels on that one. This one is up 27%, 7 million shares. Nice and tradable. Looks kind of flat, though. We'll put this on the B list. IHRT. This up 25%. Don't like the spread. There's a warrant. Good earnings on that one, but it's kind of flat. The VSCE, we trade this stock a few times. Good volatility. We traded the other day. It ran from like $1 to $2.50. She's moving. She got some support and resistance levels here. We'll put that on the list. VSEE. So far, no real brand names. Oh, this is the PLTZ. Is this the short on PLT Palantir, I believe? Is the difference on that? PLTR. So that one is going up. Nice, cheap stock. And it must have a hell of a bunch of ETFs on that one. There is Hertz on that one. We already know about that one. We spoke about that. QUBT. Okay, so I guess that is the quantum stocks. Looks like they're moving. The stock had a big run up and came crashing down. You can forget about that one. SRPT obviously had bad earnings. That's why it's down. That was one that was on that list. No other good shorts yet. I mean, there's some stocks that are trending down. I don't know if it's still on the short list, but NVTS has been going down pretty nicely. DENN is acquired for about $620 million by an investor group. Okay. Well, that answers that. When you see a stock trade flatline like that, you know it's a buyout. So whenever you see something like this, you know, that automatically just tells you it's a complete buyout. All right, New York Stock Exchange, anything there? Unless something showed up pretty soon, but so far I haven't seen anything that was attractive. Yeah, nothing there. 7%. Anything at 10%, you kind of scratch it out. All right, not really a big list. Not a big list. Even though we have a lot of things that are crashing here, AMD is going to be a pretty big one this afternoon. But overall, kind of slow. Not really that much out there. So we'll probably have to wait until the market opens up. We got a little bit of a list here, but nothing spectacular. All right. So I'll put this on our Twitter. I'll put this on our Twitter X, whatever you want to call it, our alert service. And for anyone here that's watching on social media, if you want to come join our professional trading room, we're here all day. Just take your phone, scan that QR code, and be happy to come and join us. But everyone else, you see something, you say something. And if you're new here to Cybertrade University, you know what? Just sit back and watch. You know, don't go too crazy. Sometimes something will pop up as usual. We'll see what sometimes traders hold their trades before the market opens up. So maybe we'll add something a little bit more exciting. But as of right now, unless you caught that one trade of the Hertz early this morning, or this one that's kind of creeping up there, the SCNX, we're going to have to wait. Me and Josh and Rich will be right back at 9:30 to trade with all of you. For the rest of you, we'll see you back here at 2:30, or feel free to come and scan that QR code. We'll see you and come and join us. Good luck, everyone. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.